Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to Investival, India's most innovative retail investors online conference. I am Fazil Ahmed, the director of Traders Gurukul and also the host for today's program. It's a great pleasure to invite every one of you to the very first edition of this investor webinar series called Investival. Ideally, this was supposed to be a massive residential conference. Due to various constraints, we transformed this residential paid conference into an online free conference. I look forward to host you all in the Traders Conclave, which is happening in the month of October 2023. I'm very sure by the end of this program, you will have a lot of knowledge which can help you to make better decisions in your investing journey. Let me also like to thank our media partner Money Control Pro, which is the largest financial portal in India with millions of daily readership on the website. And they helped us to reach a wider audience in a short span of time. Let's also thank and appreciate our title sponsor Golden Pie, backed by Zerodha. They are enable individual investors to invest in bonds, NCDs, debentures through online. Also, they are registered debt broker and also a OBPP platform. The speaker for today is Mr. Vivek Mashrani. He will empower us with a special topic called Financial Freedom Formula. So Vivek Mashrani is a CFA holder and is also a founder and director of Technofunda venture, which is based out of Ahmedabad. He's also building investing community under his Technofunda investing initiative to help people become better investors. Previously, he served at Bangalore and London offices of HSBC as AVP in the investment banking as well as strategy teams. So he's an MBA holder from NMIMS Mumbai. He's a strong believer of lifelong learning, networking, and collaboration. And also, he's an author of Amazon best bookseller called You Can Compound. And also, he's on a mission to help 1 lakh retail investors to achieve financial freedom using Technofunda investing process. Mr. Vivek sir, on behalf of Traders Gurukul, Money Control Pro, and Golden Pie, I extend my warm welcome into our program as an elite speaker. Go ahead, sir. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Fazil, for awesome introduction, and it's always pleasure to be on this platform. It is, I think, probably third time I'm here, and it is a awesome feeling to stay connected with all the investors out here on this forum. So let's get started with the journey, right? What we are going to cover. So what I'll be sharing with all of you is like a very different topic than what I usually do. This is more fresh topic in terms of going deep dive in terms of building super profitable portfolio. So basically, to give you a context, is what we are going to discuss today is what kind of companies to choose, right? Which kind of companies to avoid, where to enter, what kind of allocation to do. So you might have a lot of these questions which you might be facing in your investing journey. We will be dissecting all of those, and towards the end of this session, you will get super clarity in terms of how to execute your strategy to build your profitable portfolio. This, I think, Fazil has already covered, so I'll not repeat it. Basically, I'm coming from an engineering background that did my MBA in capital markets. I'm a CFA charter holder and now full-time investor. So that is the brief journey. And this is what I was talking about, right? So today's agenda, what I'll be covering for all of you is first, how to plan for financial freedom and what is that basic ingredient you need to focus on. The second thing which we will be discussing is what are the different steps, what you need to understand if you want to invest in the right way so that you can compound your money better. The third thing which we'll be discussing is some of the checklist and processes you should be aware about if you are screening a stock and building a portfolio through some of these stocks. Next, we'll be discussing about different types of businesses and which types of businesses you should be focusing on and where you should not be focusing on. And this is one of the underrated thing which I'll be discussing is importance of allocation, right? Sometimes we might have great companies in our portfolio, but we might not end up still making good portfolio returns just because of sheer allocation issues. And then I'll be sharing a brief summary of what is the kind of portfolio allocation strategy I am following, right? So hope all of you are super excited today in terms of learning this session. And unfortunately, I could not share the face, but just think like I'm speaking in front of you, and be very, very attentive in terms of all the concepts we are going to learn, because this is what is the super profitable portfolio strategy which I'll be sharing with all of you. This is a quick disclaimer I want all of you to read before we jump into it. So any kind of examples, guys, which I'm sharing, that will be only for learning purpose. Don't consider them as a recommendation. And as usual, please consult your financial advisor if you need to take any step in executing any of these things. Okay, so this is like a quick disclaimer which I want to share with all of you. And none of the companies I'll be discussing here will be like for investment recommendation purpose or buy or sell purpose. Okay, so please be clear with this. I'll just be connecting the concept with the names of companies so that you can understand better. Now let's first understand how to plan about your financial freedom, how to ultimately compound money and become rich. Now this is a very, very powerful slide which I like to generally share in multiple forums, is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. So if you think about it, there are four different ways to actually bring cash flow to yourself. The first way is, if you are doing a job, right? So if you do job, you get salary, you get some active income. But what happens if you uh, you know stop doing it? Party over, right? So it is an active form of income. Second is, if you are a self-employed person, or you are doing something on your own, or doing a business where you need to personally get involved, that is the second quadrant. Now if you see, 90% of the world population is into this quadrant, but they are earning only 10% of wealth. They are holding only 10% of world's wealth. Why does that happen? Think about it. Why does it happen? Because here we are trading time with money, right? So we are not doing anything passive. It is all active income. The moment we stop working, the salary or the self-employed income, or the business income, will stop getting to us. Now nothing wrong in doing this, but ultimately, the focus should be how to invest properly so that money starts working for you, right? So money makes more money, and even when you are sleeping, how Warren Buffett says, still money keeps hitting your bank account. So that is the ultimate thing we are trying to achieve in this session. Now some of you might already be investing, some of you might be starting to invest, some of you might be still thinking whether I should invest or not, or some of you might be just investing in a traditional sources like a fixed deposit or real estate, and you want to learn how to become efficient in investing. And that is a very, very key important thing to know. Just investing money anywhere, even in stock market, in any company, is not a right way to do. If you just do it randomly, if you don't have any process, if you don't have any selection criteria, if you don't know how to allocate properly, even though you are saving, even though you are with discipline investing, you might not get results. And that is where today's session is going to be very, very important, where first I'll open up your mind in terms of why you need to invest and what is the thought process, and more importantly, how to do it in a better way. So hope all of you are excited about this session. So let's get further into the journey. Now this is the biggest difference between people who stay poor, some of us who come from middle class, and then finally, ultimately people become rich. As I said, the major difference is in the journey. For most of us who start from middle class, because of high aspiration, right, we start with a lot of expenses and EMIs, right? So as soon as we start earning, we get credit card. So credit card loan le lo, then buy an expensive iPhone, then take a car loan, then take a home loan, take education loan, and we are surrounded by EMIs. But what rich people do differently is they start investing in different assets. And the first and foremost asset is, in fact, investing in yourself. So I'm glad that all of you are here. You are actually investing your time, energy, money into yourself, and that is the best investment actually which you can make for yourself. Okay, and then once they start getting that cash flow, they basically do whatever they want to do with that cash flow in terms of liabilities which they are getting into. So this is the framework with which all of us can focus and grow our money, multiply our money. So first, start focusing on compounding and building a powerful compounding machine for yourself. And today I'll be sharing a formula which I have developed being an engineering mind, which is called machine formula, right? And it's a very, very powerful formula that has transformed, you know, thousands of people in my community. And you can see some of the reviews like good learning experience, machine explained in simple and understandable manner. We have Ratan Singh saying, you know, what we were taught in economics that you can earn super profit only in monopoly, machine also taught me to remain in monopoly situation by first mover advantage. Excellent thought process, Sukumar is saying. Then Megs Parik is saying a simple but effective technique to consider while selecting a stock for investment. Jaideep is saying the concept are so simplified and machine formula is so comfortable and understanding this in a better way. Then Joji is saying mega trend compounding method is similar to machine because if all gears, pistons, wheels are working in synchronization, it will create high growth. So that is what we are going to learn in today's session of process a formula to actually select stocks in a right way and build portfolio for yourself. Now you might be wondering why machine, right? So as I said, you know, I come from an engineering background and I have love for machines as such. By heart, I'm still engineer. So that is the reason I thought, why not, you know, put a formula which is very intuitive to remember and very easy to connect the dots. Because what has happened ultimately, and I've studied finance from multiple you know, professors and multiple faculties and read multiple books. What has happened over a period of time, there is so much of jargons in finance that it is not easy for a layman to understand. And that is where, you know, we might feel I cannot do it, you know, I need somebody to help me, I need somebody to, you know, manage my money. But that is not the case. All of you, even if you are from a non-finance background, all of you can understand it and all of you can actually execute what we are talking about today. Okay, so let's dive into machine formula. What machine stands for, right? So M basically stands for mega trends, right? You need a big trend to ride it. Like IT was a trend from 1990 to 2000, and then further again till date IT has been still in a mega trend. And a lot of people who invested into Infosys, TCS, HCL, they made huge money in their journey. So to make money you need a good trend in place. The more longer the trend, the better it is, right? Because you want to compound for a long period of time. The second is price volume action and institutional buying. And this is one of the major principle which I learned from some of my mentors. Earlier I used to think just that, you know, if the company's fundamentals are good, it is bound to, you know, give you profits, it will give you returns. But that is not the case. Okay, you need a willing buyer, somebody who is interested in buying that to move your prices, right? Otherwise, you know, the best of the best company will not give you returns. It's like, you know, just think about a very pretty girl, right? And she is staying in a desert where no human being is there. Even if she is most beautiful woman, probably, you know, she will not get you know, somebody to marry her, right? But if she's staying in a city and where nobody, a lot of people are willing to marry her, she might get that demand. Okay, so that is just the simple analogy, nothing too complicated what we are discussing here. So just a simple analogy, right? So basically a company which is good, it needs to be discovered, and it needs the demand from the other side, right, to move its prices or its demand further up. That is very important concept to remember. Then next is competitive advantage, which is from C. Then we have a high ROC. I'll talk more deeper around it. It is slightly a technical term, but we'll dissect it, we'll simplify it so that all of you can understand in a nice way. Then improvement in the company, what are the changes, how this company is improving, right? That is also very important aspect which all of us needs to know. And what is new happening in the company, right? If in our life we don't do new things, we get stagnant, right? So that is where we go and visit new places, we try and develop new skills, we try and connect with new people, like how I'm connecting with all of you. So that is where, you know, what company is doing new is also very important. And finally, the secret sauce, like if you are making a bhel, all the things you get it, like you get you know, sev puri, you get chutney and different ingredients, but if you don't mix it properly, bhel will not happen, right? Same way, we are preparing a pizza, you get the base, you get all the toppings, you get cheese, but you don't cook it well, then despite all the ingredients being great, your pizza will not be that great, your bel puri will not be that great, right? So the execution of all these growth triggers is also very, very important in your journey. Okay, so let's dive deep into it. We will have a story of rocking Janjita. If you love stories, just type yes in the comment box. I don't know if I will be able to see your comments, but still, you can just type in so that that okay, we are going to learn a very, very different way, in a very, very fun way. Okay, so let's first think about an example of a mega trend. What is different structural driver of a diagnostic industry? Like why uh, some of the companies like Dr. Lalpat Lab or Thyrocare and likes, we have Metropolis, a lot of these companies are growing. Say for example, let's try to connect the dots with what is happening around us. Are there any mega trends that is driving the growth of these companies? So first, think about a mega trend called urbanization, right? We know that people are moving from small villages, small towns to bigger cities, and population of bigger cities is increasing. Digitalization is happening, right? Instead of a physical conference, right now we are digitally connected, and I'm sitting at my office, you are sitting at your home, and we are still able to connect. Why? Because of internet of things, because of digitalization, because of smartphone which you are having, because of internet connection that you are having. So this is a very, very strong mega trends we are riding. Then unorganized to organized, right? Earlier people used to siphon money. A lot of kacha business was happening. After GST, a lot of things have got organized. We also had note bandi, so that has also accelerated some of these things. Then one more mega trend is like nuclear families, right? Like day by day we are seeing not so big families like earlier it used to be. Like there were 5 7 sisters and brothers and their children used to stay in the same house. We now see a very, very micro nuclear families around us. And awareness to health and fitness is increasing. The pollution is unfortunately increasing. Our lifestyle unfortunately is changing. Our dietary things are changing. We eat out more often. We eat out more unhealthy food, thanks to all the Netflix and all these things. But that has led to what? That has led to a structural shift in the demand for diagnostic company, right? Because if there is unhealthy lifestyle, we want to do more checking more often. If there is pollution, we might get disease very frequently, so we might need that checking. Because of nuclear families, our per capita income has increased, so we can afford doing it more frequently, even as a precautionary test. We can order the test online, book it online, person can visit to us, and due to connectivity improvements, the blood samples can be transported very, very easily. So are you all now getting the connect, like how you should think about any sector when you think about a mega trend, right? So that is the whole purpose of this.
Thank you, Vivek sir. It was a wonderful session and a lot of appreciations are flowing in. We will
Thank you
take
so
a
much.
question and Q&A session
Yeah, sure.
later. I
Sure.
just want to uh, introduce for this Investors Premier League from Traders Gurukul. Friends,
Sure.
we have this Investors Premier League. Next slide, sir.
Yeah.
So here is a little bit introduction which we are giving daily. This is India's first mass investors knowledge pitch series with 5,000 plus investors joining live today. Investors Premium League is basically a great opportunity to showcase your investing skills across topics, including like fundamental analysis, market analysis, financial statements, investing patterns, small cap hunting, and whatever the sessions which we are actually going through now, right? So next slide, sir. So here is like, I mean, we will be showing 100 questions across the 5 days, and the last day we will be announcing the winner. And the champion of the Investival is selected based on the number of correct answers. Also, the total time taken to answer those correct answers. And a special application developed by Traders Gurukul will track the performance in real time to decide the winners, where you can also log in and see who are the winners here. Next slide, sir. So as I said, you will have 100 questions to answer, 5 questions each across all the 20 knowledge areas which we finalized. And also we have categorized in where we will be asking 38% of the easy questions, 34% of the intermediate questions, and also some advanced questions to see your IQ. And this questions will every day will go live at 8 p.m. onwards, and it will stay till the last days till 7 p.m. Next slide, sir. And today is the day 4, and we will be giving you another 15 questions to all the participants to attend this quiz. And on the day 5, we will be actually giving 35 questions, not 15 questions. Tomorrow you will be receiving 35 questions, and the winner will be selected on uh, the last session. Next slide, sir. So we are doing this humble request for all the participants. Try to play with 100% integrity. Please don't cheat in IPL. And also, we as a management reserves the right to disqualify anyone for the malpractices. The questions will strictly populate on time. IPL app is designed to smart handle it. Next slide, sir. Yeah. So we don't play any role over here. The IPL application which we have uh, developed, it has its own intelligence to decide who is the winner here. So you need to write as much as answer the right answers. Also, whatever the time you will take, based on that dynamically, it will change the winners. Next slide, sir. Here is the prize money for all the winners. We have 10 categorization here. First is like the Diamond Champion of Investible, where we will be giving 5,000 rupees as an Amazon vouchers. Also, the second winner will be Platinum Champion of the Investible, where we will be giving 4,000, and the Gold Champion will be getting 3,000. The Silver Champion will be getting 2,000, and rest of the six Bronze Champions of the Investible will be getting 1,000 rupees as a Amazon vouchers. Next slide, sir. So it's a very simple game. I hope a lot of people already started playing. So as a part of the presentation, we again tell you the same process. You just need to log on to the www.tradersgurukul.com. Then you will have a option called competition. There you need to register, and you can see over there the Investible quiz series where you can easily access it. And also it will ask some